Welcome back to the colony. My name is Clear, and the march of civilization continues ever onwards here in Rimworld, despite the game's best attempts at stopping that from happening. So, I would like to see the trend growing. So, last episode we managed to get the ship built and got the persona tour around. And, yeah, I guess it's time to fire out the ship. And if you notice anything is a bit off from the last portion of the video, well, it's because guess who didn't save their game. Yeah, this person did. In other words, this is why I use autosaves, because it basically just saved me a whole headache from having to start right back from here. So I'm just gonna drop a save before I forget again. And now, let's launch. Let's do the boot up sequence, because why not? And oh boy, is Rimworld lagging hard. Well, looks like the inject is off on a days. The final straw was serious pain. Alright. Well, looks like we got our first raid. And I think it's straight into the turrets for them. So I'm gonna set my head in the sand and pretend the outside world doesn't exist for right now, because right now, Punchy speaking, it really doesn't. At least not until the robots or the colonists. So yeah, that's just gonna be the status quo. Well, I see they're going to try and force their way in. I'm here. And I'm just rounding up everybody with ULM rifles. Because we got hostiles inbound. They're straight by the ship. And hopefully that wall can hold out long enough for the counter-raiding party to get here. Don't know if that will actually happen, though. Yeah, I really need to build turrets on this side of the map. Alright, you lot, prepare to defend the colony. And there goes Butterbot Tier 3. What were you even doing out there, anyways, you goober? Alright, start moving backwards. And hopefully lead them into a turret. I think I might need some more backup. Because they just broke through the walls. Allegedly, or going to. And all Connors will just report to there. Well, anyways, that batch of raiders is plain now. Somebody go haul in Nathan. Well, let's just see who's paying us a visit. Popmo. That's who's paying us a visit. Well, Pinda, what happened to you? Oh, I guess a social spat happened. I wonder what for. Or instead of please storing Pinda's voice. Well, I guess it's the Metronoid's turn to have a go at our colony. Straight into the turrets, I see. Right, now I forgot to lock the doors. And pretend the outside world doesn't exist. And let's also recall all the bots. Hold on, didn't I recall all the bots? What are you doing now, you silly goober? Butterbot Tier 3 4 apparently has a, well, death wish. Oh well, the raiding party at the Metronoids is just two, Lancers. Oh dear, I have a feeling something is gonna blow. I just decided to let everybody out of the walls. Yeah, we lost some turrets to say the least. Well, I guess Blight Society wants another go at us. Recall the bots. You lot, you're heading over to deal with the Blight Society. Well, they made it past the wall this time. Good that they're gonna make it past the colonists, though. Especially if I wake them up. Like so. Oh no, they're trying to destroy the ship. Well, anyways, the raiders are fleeing now. Don't know if any of them will actually make it out alive, though. Some of them might, well, simply due to the range. Anyways, that's that taken care of. Well, looks like Jen is off on a side wander. The final straw was a third corpse. Alright. Well, let's just see which animals had the flu. The tortoise. Yep, just a tortoise. Alright. And we have a score of 57 for that batch of gas and a gift. A Sparky revolver and a pillow, normal quality. Alright. Well, looks like we got another raid inbound. This time it's the Alliance of Women. Well, I guess this is a turret issue. Oh wait, it's even better. This is one of those raids I can use the artillery on. So, you lot, go report to the artillery for your motor orders. Well, it looks like the northern raiders are fleeing, so that's straight. Well, anyways, they're beginning their assault. Let's just fire off a volley and see how far they get. Well, I think single volley is all they get. Because they already broke down a couple of my doors for that one. And then they haven't made it past the traps. I don't think they're even going to make it past the turrets on this side of the map. See? Told ya. At least not in that batch of raiders. There's still one more batch of raiders that is fighting, but, well, I don't think they're going to hold on for much longer. See? Told ya. Well, Ninja is off on an insulting spree. The final fellas, pass out your drone. Literally nothing I can do for you, Ninja. And now he brought some mechanoids paying us a visit. Yeah, I think this is a turret issue. Since it doesn't say that they're gonna breach the walls. So yeah, turret issue. And of course they decide to go attack the doors. And then just go straight for the hallway of traps, I see. Toss-off is off on the days. Have fun, Toss-off. Just don't go too far outside of the base. No, you don't. I think I might need to remove some Area 1. Just so it gets exploded. And they don't do that. Paul. Well, anyways, the mechanoids never made it past the hallway of traps. Well, that's a 3% bonus to the melee dodge chance of Arcana, so that's great, especially in this part of the run. Let's run that one again, shall we? If I can find it. Well, let's just see why Minova's off on a food binge. The final straw was, pass out your drone. Okay. Theo is off on a tangent. The final straw was, pass out your drone, and the target is advanced nuclear power plant. Well, I think I might just let this one, happen. And just, use it as an excuse to build a few more. All the way down by where the animals live. Well, looks like we have some more guests that wants to pay us a visit. They're afraid of Theo, who's having a tantrum, that is pointed out the advanced nuclear power plant. You know what, sure, I guess I can, keep you safe from that. Well, looks like, Kazab won the, fight between man and machine. Oh well. I can just replace it. It's no big deal. Well, I guess it's Shredder's turn for a insulting spree. The final straw was pass out your drone. Alright. Well, looks like Shredder and Tovin are having a bit of a social spat. I wonder why. Shredder flagrantly insulted Tovin's uncle's hairstyle. Alright. Well, too bad I couldn't get the turrets up and running in time. Oh well, it is what it is. Recall the bots. And lock everybody behind the walls. Because I think this is a turret issue. At least it would have been a turret issue had we, had them all finished up. Oh, Tovin. Just run. Run as fast as you can, Tobin, cause you're gonna be... just a tiny bit on the, not having a good time side. Alrighty then. That's Tobin taken care of. And of course they're destroying the, newly built turrets. Go figure. Oh well, at least you get to watch them go boom in their faces. Just like that. Oh well, that's what these jerks get. Well, anyways, it did end up being a turret issue for the raiders, so that's right. Well, we still haven't cleaned up from the last raid. And now we have another raid. That's just often how it is in this game. We call on the mods and lock everybody inside of Area 1 and let them, and let the issue sort itself out. All units, going straight to the base. And if they get, got by the anti-aircraft, well, that's just the way the country crumbles. For that! Cats and Jolt, both of you go ahead over to deal with this one. Any more that I'm missing? Well, I don't think this side is having a very fun time with the turrets. Well, anyways, I think that's the last of that raid. Well, which one? Why are you having a social spot with Matthew? In the middle of a, ideological celebration. So let's go find out why. Matthew told which one and outlaw. Alright. And the ideological celebration was pretty boring anyways, even with that social spot, Oh dear. I'm gonna have to, how about this holler bot? Critter. Or rather Nitro. Cause that's who I grabbed. Well, there goes Harbot Tier 317. Oh well. At least we got the Hellbore. Well, I don't see my type ones say go at us. Oh, they're coming in from this side, I see. Well, I believe this is what you call a turret issue. Because it's time to lock the doors and pretend the outside world doesn't exist for right now. As functionally speaking, right now, it doesn't. Now I just have to recall the mods so they don't, rush out. All I have to say is, that poor bison. And yeah, I see they wanted to breach my walls, but the problem is that the, termite that they were going to use for that, well, it's kind of offline right now. And that takes care of that. Well, looks like some of the visitors have relationships with some of our colonists, so let's go see who it is. Wanna bet it's Ninja? Yep, it's all Ninja. 2 Ninjas 10. Ninja's aunt and Ninja's great-grandpa is paying us a visit. Well, we have a score of 100 for that batch of visitors, and a gift. Cheapo flop pat, normal quality. Flat jacket, normal quality. Alright. Well, looks like we, just had a raid interrupt our, defense build up. Oh well, at least we got enough of it built. Recall the mods and send everybody behind the walls again. Cause, yeah, I think this might be a turret issue. And that should take care of everyone. Well, I guess the Dusttorn got into the way of the turrets. Well, this batch of raiders is fleeing. Don't think they're gonna get very far. Because boy did they get messed up pretty hard by the turrets. And now this side is fleeing. So yeah, it was a turret issue. And we still got a score of 74 from that batch of visitors, and a gift. That's non-leather kid pants, normal quality, steel crown, normal quality, and rat suit helmet, normal quality. Oh yeah, looks like somebody's getting married, and it's David Zethroff. Well, that's a 3% bonus to the Metronoid training efficiency for colonists, so that's right. Do that one again, please. Well, looks like the Metronoids are paying us another visit, so recall the bots and send everybody back to Area 1. And yeah, looks like it's a turret issue. So that's great. You know, I could have sworn I sent every robot back to their recharging stations, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Well, that takes care of the Metronoid raid. Well, looks like we just have another raid. Oh dear, that's a lot of people. Send everybody home and lock the doors and pretend the outside world doesn't exist right now, because right now, punchy speaking, it doesn't. At least not for anybody in my colony. because this is a turret issue. So, recall. Well, anyways, the raiders are clean now, so that's right. And it looks like we are gonna lose some turrets, unfortunately. Oh well, it is what it is. Well, looks like we have some more visitors to this colony. We also have relationships with some of our colonists. Wanna bet it's all ninja? Yep, it's all ninja. Ninja's great grandpa, and one of Ninja's tenants paying us a visit. Well, looks like we're having a bit of a siege. The problem is that I don't think there's anywhere for them to set up shop that's not within range of a turret. So, the siege can have fun dealing with the turrets. Anyways, lots of doors and pretend the outside world doesn't exist because, for the colonists, budgetly speaking, it doesn't. At least not right now. Oh dear, I think somebody had a, some rocket launcher of some description on them. And now they're fleeing. They never even had a chance to, set up shop. And I guess that's what I like to see. You know what's, funny about this whole, thing where I'm under constant sieges, because of the ship? I'm actually running out of components now. I used to have like 1,000 of them, and now I've got less than 200. And that was, store 65 for that batch of visitors, and a gift. First in kid part at normal quality. Alright, Machinito, why are you having this bit of a social spat with Trigger? Trigger implied negative things about Machinito's sensitivity. Alright. And that's a 2% bonus to the general labor speed for our colonists, so that's great. What do you say we run that one again, shall we? Well, looks like the Metroids are paying us another visit. Oh my, that's a lot of Meltors. Well, I guess this is a lot of doors and pretend the outside world doesn't exist for right now because, punchy speaking, it really doesn't. At least not for the colonists or the robots of the colony. And that should take care of that. And now the turrets are just going to be opening fire. Alrighty, lot, go towards the turrets. Actually, shoot the barrels. Well, that was easy. For at least, those batch of Meltors, and I believe, the Meltors over here got, well, one-shotted by the collection of, barrels I had up here. Oh well, it is what it is. I guess it's time to, send these two home to get patched up. Actually, Merker, you're gonna be manning at least, one of those mortars to go poke the, Meltors. For, right now. Because they should be close enough to, field bearer collection to just get one-shotted by this one. Or at least mostly one-shotted. Set first target, and it's gonna be right there. Just to poke the Meltors, you see? Well, the reactor's ready. I got some of them. Well, I guess the Meltors are on the move now. The old question is, will any of them make it past the turrets? Survey says no. Well, we have officially been here for 2 years, so I guess it's time to pack it up and ship out the colonists on the ship. Well, I guess everybody can start heading towards their assigned crypto sleep caskets. And yeah, I did build enough crypto sleep caskets for everybody. In fact, I think I built too many. And I guess that's just been a theme of this run, is overbuilding, to say the least. Anyways, let's launch this ship and head out to find a different Rimworld. Well, I guess that's the end of this series. Alrighty then. Well, that's the end of this video. So like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video and its playlist. All of my social media for to help out the channel and the algorithm for free. And if you want to support the channel financially, there's a link to my Ko-Fi in the description below, where you can do exactly that for as little as $1 a month. There's also the Amazon affiliate route if you want to support the channel that way too. It doesn't cost you anything extra either, so yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll see you in the next one tomorrow or whenever that one is posted, so bye!